Hello, it says I'm live. Yay. I'm like, oh my God. I was doing graphics. I was on the computer. I was doing my thing, y'all. I was like, see this little graphic down here that says perfect keto banana bread right there in the corner. I'm going to tell y'all right now. I just got that email. I just uploaded that. I just created an overlay. I just put it in there all in 2 minutes. I was trying to look like, you got 2 minutes, make it work. Hello, Miss Sharon. How are you today? Woohoo! I'm so glad you're here. You were waiting for me. It is day 11, January 11th, 2021. It is day 11 of the 30-day Perfect Keto Kickstart Challenge. And I had temptation. I'm in a mood. I feel like my brain is going wonky. What happens when we go back to keto? Like solid, man, these are dirty. I don't know. I feel just goofy and silly lately. Feeling pretty good. No weight loss. Hey, what did I say would happen, right? What did I say? I said I could lose the inflammation and the water weight first week, no problem. No, it melted, Deborah. There's still little patches. It's been dripping all day. I lost 2 big branches out of my tree, my cedar tree out in the front center. But now it just warmed right up. It is 39 degrees and it's been melting all morning, all day. So anyways, guys, I just want to come in here and tell you that I dealt with some temptation yesterday and I had an NSV. For anybody who is new to keto, you guys might wonder what that is. For you guys who are not new, you know. And NSV is a non-scale victory. So we celebrate when we lose weight, but we have to take the time to celebrate and be thankful when we do something positive for ourselves. Whether it's your clothes are fitting more loosely, that is a non-scale victory. Your scale might not have budged, but you might be shrinking and losing inches. That's a non-scale victory. You might go to the store and buy a smaller size of something. That's a non-scale victory. And here's another wonderful thing. You might face temptation, overcome it, and that is a non-scale victory. So that's what happened to me yesterday. I did my live with you guys. I was doing great. I was just giddy with all the snow coming down. And I thought, I want chocolate. I want hot cocoa. And you know what goes with it? Marshmallows and whipped cream. I didn't have any of that. So I was like, okay, well, cookies go wonderfully with hot cocoa, but I didn't have any of that. But when I was looking for the cocoa to make it, y'all, in the cabinet was a box of Palmiers. Do you know what those cookies are? They're like little croissants that have been squished into a hard, crispy cookie, but when you bite into them, you can still taste the layers of croissant with the rock sugar on it from Christmas. And they were they are just one of my favorites. And I'm telling you, I did not eat one. I did not. And they're still up there. They are still up there. I showed them to my daughter this morning. I was like, have at these. She goes, oh, I forgot about those. So I'm happy. I was very happy with myself. I did not go off. Now, I did test my blood sugar today. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Janice and May and Stella and Deborah. I see y'all popping in there. I was so proud of myself. I just drank water. I enjoyed my cup of cocoa. I made dinner last night. I didn't eat anything. I didn't do any snacking. It was a good overall day. I woke up this morning, still no weight loss, but I did test my blood sugar and my ketones. My ketones are at 0.5, which means I'm in ketosis. Not high ketosis, but ketosis. But my blood sugar was 119. So I'm now curious. Is it the only thing I ate yesterday? I had one of those zone bars. Remember when I was doing the live and I was showing you guys that, and I took a bite and I said, "Oh, this will be the first thing I eat today." I had that. So that had whatever carbs, right? Ingredients. And then I had a bowl of collard greens that I had made, no sugar. And then I had a pork tenderloin that I cooked in my Instant Pot with some cauli rice. That was it. No garnishing, no extras. And that cup of cocoa. So now this morning, I'm going to just put this out there. This morning, it was still cold and the snow was still on the ground when I woke up. I was happy. I came in, I got a cup of coffee, and I put 2 scoops of the chocolate collagen in it. I wanted 2 scoops just to get my collagen done for the day. And a good number for ketosis, y'all, is 0.3 and higher, I believe. Yeah. Giselle, stop all those bars and cocoa, those artificial sweeteners. Yeah, but I haven't been doing them. So I'm going to do my blood sugar and stuff because I did it earlier today after I had some coffee and I had eaten and everything. So I'm just, it's been a couple of hours now. I want to see where I'm at with it. I've only ate once today. I had what little bit was left over of that little pork tenderloin. I made just a small one last night. Melissa and I had our portion, and then there was one more. So it was about 3 portions. So I ate that today, and that's all I've had besides this and the coffee with the collagen in it. So, hey, Tony. Deborah, does stress raise your sugar? Because if it does, mine is probably slightly elevated with all the news. Yeah. Now, I will say that. And if you're not hydrated enough, guys, if you are not hydrated, your blood sugar can be elevated too. Not like off the charts. It shouldn't be off the charts. But you can run higher blood sugar when you have not been drinking enough water. Y'all notice today I sound a little stuffy. Like today I felt draggy. Like I've been fine. I've been feeling great. Today, I didn't want to do the live. I didn't want to put on anything on my face or anything like that, but I did. But today I have felt a little draggy. Yesterday was energy, and today was no energy. I hear that after you've had COVID, this can go on for a little bit back and forth. So I don't know. I mean, I just feel a little congested today, and I feel a little run down today. Nothing major, but I wanted to do this. I've got, where's my little alcohol can? I'll get that out going. So this, guys, as somebody had asked about upgrading their Keto Mojo, I haven't even taken off the little thing yet. So this is the new Keto Mojo. All right. And I can get a link for anybody who's interested. I'm not sure if I have a discount or not, but I do know that I had the older one and I got the newer one, and they are taking trade-ins. Okay. And you get these, a box, and your strips come in these kind of things. You get quite a bit of them. So these are your blood glucose, and these are your ketone strips. And of course it comes with a case, and it comes with so many lancets. It comes with your pen, and it comes with these little steri things, like little bottles of sterilization stuff. So, and this also, what is cool about this, you guys, is that it now, used to, you had to have a little code to put in every time you got a new bottle of strips. And you also had to, if you use the app that goes with it, to sync it, it was a pain to pair it. Not a pain anymore. I have the app on my phone. And it syncs immediately. So anyways, this is what the box looks like. And you can see it is quite a full bit here. And I've had this a while. I've used quite a few strips. Plus Elizabeth's used them. Plus Melissa's used it. Plus I've taken Celes's blood sugar and stuff with them. So they do last. Getting them out of this little, oh, I'm putting it back in there. I don't want it. Now, this is the only thing that some people have a thing with, is these little, the way you have to open them. It's not the most convenient thing, but it's not the most annoying thing in the world. There are worse things to complain about. So I like them because, when you reach into a bottle and you're constantly fingering at them and stuff, and air getting into them and light, this just keeps them longer. So they're not going to go bad and they're not going to get jacked up. And you're not going to accidentally spill the bottle either. So good afternoon, Tina. So I thought, what the hey? I've already put a lancet in here. And I like to tear a little lower across here. And then you can just take this right out. If you try to tear it at the top and then shake it out, it's a little annoying. But the same thing, I get them both opened up. I just tear lower. And you've got, like, there's a little strip inside here. Let me see. You can see here. Like, there's a little freshness strip in there. And people often confuse it because it's very similar to that. But just tear it a little lower. That way it comes right out. I like to, you wash your hands, you sterilize them. I've got a little steri strip right here. And I like to use the side of my finger versus this. Because you can hold your, you can just press against your finger like that and it plumps it up a little bit. You can do it to anyone and you get a good stick on there. It does adjust 1 through 4, 4 being for if you have tougher skin. I just want to make sure I get it the first time, so I always put it on 4. If you are terrified of this, you can put it down on 1. It'll barely whisper at you. So take your Mojo. You don't have to turn it on or anything. Don't ask me how to set it up because it's been a while since I set it up. But I'm going to do my ketone first, and I'm just going to pop that in there, and then it comes on. And you heard that little beep, and it is now on. Whoop, there. And then we're going to see where I'm at. And I'm just going to take the side of my finger. And when you're doing this, you don't have to do it on the daily. You can in the beginning. And then that's all there is to it. And then I give my finger a little squeeze on the side. Convenient. Oh, I forgot a paper towel. And then just a little drop of blood. It goes right in there. And it should count down. I don't know if it'll. Yeah, there we go. You guys can see what it's going to do on my ketones. All right, like that. 0.7. So it's a little higher. And I really haven't eaten anything. I need a little tissue. Hold on, let me grab one. Now you can you can leave that little drop of blood there. I don't like to because the air is touching it. So I take that out and I pop in my glucose strip. It lights back up. And then I just give my finger a little squeeze. And sometimes if it squeezes, fine. If it doesn't, okay, it doesn't want to today. And so I re-pull this. Oh, there it comes. It was just being lazy. It didn't want to come out. And now we'll see where my blood sugar is at. Whoop. I made a mess. Like, oh, can I get it on there? And then let's see what it does. Hello. Wait. I think I didn't get enough blood on there right. Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. It's okay. I'll just get a new strip out. Shooty shoot. I knew it. I went at it wrong. I don't have low blood sugar. Shoot. Rocky says, I haven't used my new one yet. Trying to use up old strips first. Well, that's smart. That's a good way to do it. So let me get this going again. And I'll just give a squeeze. I'm a good leader. So you got myself a nice little dot. That's what I like, is a nice little dot. Give me the blood. And then I will touch it to it. There we go. Now it's doing it. 2190. Jazz. That's awesome. Now I will pay attention to that. I will use this. The new Mojo, I think, with the trade-in is still like about $60, and that's going to get you your kit. I think. Don't quote me on that. I would have to look it up. And if you're interested, I will put the link in the description box on YouTube or under the post on Facebook for anybody who's interested. And then it goes back up. Now, using the Keto Mojo, you guys, You know, it's easy when you first get one. Every time you turn around, you want to go in there and you want to test yourself. Like, don't get obsessed with it. I'm giving you a fair warning. Just don't. Get a good feel for. It's great for when you're getting a feel of where you are. You want to make sure that you're restarting. That's a great time. It takes a couple days. Boom, you're in ketosis. Know that your numbers are usually lower during the day, and that they are a little higher in the evenings. But it doesn't define whether or not you're losing weight. It just lets you know that you're in ketosis. There could be other factors for you not losing weight. It could be medication. It could be metabolism. It could be insulin resistance. But know that you are in ketosis and that you are getting the health benefits. God, that was a lot. Okay? I love a blood sugar monitor. And you don't have to have a Keto Mojo. You can go to Walmart or any other pharmacy, Walgreens, CVS, whatever. You can get blood glucose monitors, fairly inexpensive, and you can get the test strips and everything you need there. I think what monitoring your blood sugar is pretty dang awesome. If it's an issue, guys, before I turned 55, never in my life has my blood sugar been an issue. I don't care if I was not keto or not. I never had high blood sugar. Even when I was eating every piece of junk food I could think of, I never had an issue with it. And it really wasn't until I turned 55, until my hormones shifted and God, the stress that I've been under for the last 2 years, that my blood sugar has become anything over 100, and I'm just freaking out. So anyways, it is a good way to keep up with your blood sugar when you're trying new products. Now, I just did my blood sugar. Y'all saw I was at 90. I'm fixing to eat something that is a keto snack because I'm going to do it live for Facebook and YouTube. Are the numbers different if fasting? Yes, they are different for fasting. And you'll notice that if, say, I was to eat some butter and then, give it a few minutes and then test, my numbers will be higher. And when you are doing like a water fast, your numbers will get crazy high. So it's interesting, but I know that if I'm eating keto, I'm in ketosis. That's all there is to it. Whether the numbers are high, whether the numbers are low. If you're eating keto, you're going to be in ketosis. This is one of the reasons why I tell people, especially anybody who's new, guys, buying urine strips to me is one of the biggest waste of times. But if you feel you got to do it, go ahead, because it's exciting. I just explained this to my oldest daughter. She's like, Mom, I got my pee strips, I'm in ketosis and it's almost to the dark color. I was like, baby, you don't need to go to the dark color. Any change in that urine strip is an indication that you're in ketosis. Some say that the darker the strip, that you're dehydrated. Some other people said, no, that's not true. But it really doesn't matter. If it changes color, you are doing what? Spilling ketones. Spilling. There's a difference now. I want you to hear that. Spilling ketones. So your body is still running on some glucose, whatever's left in your body, and you are now eating high fat. You're creating ketones, an excess of ketones. You're spilling them out even into your urine. And so now you can turn that strip colors. But what happens when your body is depleted of glucose? There's no more sugar being fed to it. And now you are starting to run on those ketones. You need those ketones. Therefore, you're not spilling them. Therefore, when you pee on that strip, it isn't going to turn color. And you're going to think, oh my God, I'm not in ketosis. But you are. So, like I said, they're fine in the beginning, that first week or so, but usually within a week and a half to 2 weeks, they are inaccurate because you're not spilling ketones, you're burning ketones for energy. Can you drink your flavor electrolytes on a water fast? Okay, so Tina, the thing is, my knowledge of fasting when you're doing a water fast is if the electrolytes, if your electrolytes have any type of sweetener, okay, then no, you cannot, because it'll break your fast. You're not fasting if you're putting sweeteners in yourself. Now, this is where like the Keto Chow electrolytes come in handy, because if you're drinking water, you definitely have to make sure that you're getting those electrolytes in. So you can use the fasting drops, or you can use the electrolyte tablets, and there's no sugar involved, and you can, excuse me, definitely keep balanced while you're doing it. Hey, Kathy, I know you're there. Keto for real life people. So yeah, I would not be drinking the flavored drinks. While we're talking about products, here we go. Let's grab these. You can see right here, it's Keto Bar Banana Bread. So I got these sent to me by Perfect Keto. Let me take these out. These are their snickerdoodle cookies. Super tasty. I like them. So there we go, guys. I sent 2 home with Elizabeth. She had one, and I guess Harvey had one. She likes the bars. She particularly loves the peanut butter chocolate chip, as do I. But I was like, here, call me. Let me know what you think. Hey, Linda. So I'm going to do this for you guys. There it is. Wait, there it is. This is the banana bread. Newest keto bar, Perfect Keto Bar. It's releasing today. So I've already shared a link in the comments when I first started, and I will make sure to share a link after the fact. But I want to show you, let's go over the info on this. Total carbs, 11, 3 net carbs, 2 fiber, 6 grams of allulose. So it has the allulose in it. And collagen and butter and sunflower lecithin and coconut oil, MC2 oil powder, acacia gum, natural flavors. It says bananas, but I think that's the flavoring. Organic cinnamon, sea salt, stevia, monk fruit, and extract. There we go. And almond butter. So is the top one in allulose. So there you go, texturally. I can show it to you as you can see the fat. These bars are always a great source of fat. Total fat per bar, 17 grams. That's pretty heavy duty. So it is a little bit bendable, but it is a little bit crumbly, as per keto bars are. Chris says, I love the Perfect Keto Bar. Sad thing is we can only get 2 flavors in Canada. Aww. That's not fair. I will tell you. Banana comes across super strong. Like, first thing, banana. Really bananas flavors. As you're eating it, you're getting cinnamon, for sure. Now, here's my other thing about it, okay? I'm going to stop right there because that's half a bar. The first time I tried these the other day, I tasted it like, almost like a back taste. But I don't taste it on this one. I wish it had a bread-like texture, though. I do wish it had more of a, because it says banana bread, and it's banana bar. It's not bread, it's a bar. But it does do the banana thing, if you are a lover. Now, let me grab these. Oh, my goodness, you guys. So if I go half and half right, I won't hurt. So I'm going to compare it, okay, because this has taken over my #1 spot of bars. And this is the peanut butter chocolate chip bar. And they're fairly new as well. They came out with the seasonal, but they also have these wonderful, let's take a look at these. For reals, peanut butter, grass-fed collagen. I think I've already gone all of this. Chocolate chips. And then we have 10 total carbs, 3 net carbs. So this one's a little lower in carbs Let's break it in half, and I'll put this bigger half away. But I think peanut butter lends itself to bars well. That's my favorite still. Banana is good. I'm going to have to test my blood sugar, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. Allulose, and they've got some monk fruit in here. It's very clean, you guys. Very, very clean. I want to see effects on both ketosis and blood sugar. I find they set off my taste for sweets. Just me. I need to stay away for now. You know, Giselle, this sort of stuff doesn't do that for me. Now, I get it. I know that it does for certain people. But it's not like I eat this and want more. I just breathed a melted chocolate chip down my back of my throat. There, that helped. Almost. I gotta cough some more. When you've got food in your mouth and you're trying to get whatever it is out of there, that's just crazy. Anyways, what I was saying, I don't have a problem with these. I'm more apt to have a problem with like a chip. This is a great afternoon snack. I mean, 17 grams of fat is nothing to sneeze at. It's still back there just a little bit. And I find that if I keep my fats up, I don't do the craving thing as much. If I lower my fats, then I'm more apt to want snacks and cravings. My husband went back to work Saturday, and I was watching TV, you know, how you do, and I thought to myself, I want something to snack on. And really, I didn't need anything sweet. I just wanted some fat, but I didn't want like butter. So what I did was I just got a little bowl, one of my little bowls, and I put some nuts in it. I just got some fresh pecans that my husband brought home. That was it. So I think if you're keeping your fats up, you don't have as many cravings. So there we go. Now, it does take a little bit, you know, they say like, 30 minutes to an hour, test your blood sugar, see where it's at. And I would love to see what the effect on my blood sugar is. And realize, though, that just because something affects my blood sugar, it doesn't mean it will affect yours the same. That's why it's important, or it's good if you have a tool like either the Keto Mojo or one of the glucose testing testers from, the pharmacy. So this is the thing today. I wanted to talk about temptation, which I did face it. It was non-keto temptation. It was like full-on alert cookies in my face. And I did not give into that yesterday. Still really happy. Still giving myself a pat on the back, okay? All I've had today now is this bar and that leftover pork roast. So I don't even know what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. I hadn't thought that far ahead. My appetite is really balancing out. That's one of the things that, I loved about when I first started keto was that the longer you stay there, the more you balance out with your appetite. It's a wonderful thing. First of all, to, not have as many cravings and not need to just go and binge eat. I'm a binge eater, you guys. I have been diagnosed with eating disorders in my lifetime. So binge eating disorder, bulimia are not good, and they are not good in combination. And to be honest, I went through some bouts of binge eating in 2020. Like, if I'm going to go off plan, not only did I want to make sure it counted, but I really wanted to just like dive into it like my old binge eating days. The only thing that I did not do is make myself purging. because that's just another whole bad road to go down emotionally and the things that go with that. So I did not do that, but I have binge eaten. So ate. And to me, yesterday, facing off on cookies, knowing that if I had given in to those cookies, I wouldn't have ate just one or two. I would have finished them off. And there's like, oh, I don't know, 10 or 11 of them in there. And then I would have, this is my thought process from cookies. I would have said, well, what else can I eat in there? Oh, Felix has a pot pie. There's still like a few chips in the bottom of this bag. There's some tortilla chips over in the bottom of that bag. Oh, there's those crackers in there. And I would have proceeded to wipe it out. That's how bad it is for me, y'all. So I love, 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 love being keto, and I do love talking to you all the time. It makes a difference for real. Linda said, I nibbled on homemade beef jerky today for my breakfast and lunch with water and coffee. Just ate a cup of ham and beans only. Ham and beans only meal today. Well, there you go, Linda. Although those beans aren't keto, but I get it. You just haven't had a lot of food. But guys, for me, I couldn't do a ham and beans, even though it sounds delicious. For me, I can't. Again, the carbs, it doesn't have to be something sweet. If I'm eating rice, I love rice. I love beans. I love potatoes. Those are my three go-tos. I would pick those three over bread or pasta any day, So for me to eat beans, I would have had the same effect. I would have ate the whole pot of beans, and then I'd ate the cookies, and then it doesn't matter. Carbs are carb to me. And when I eat the carbs send me down really bad. I think over the last 3 years of my eating journey, the only thing that I found that really did not bother me to eat was an occasional piece of fruit, like an orange or an apple or something like that for whatever reason. And it wouldn't be like I would sit there and eat a whole apple, but just, a few slices mixed with some fat, some meat, like on a meat or fruit tray type of deal. A couple of nibbles of that and I'd be all right. But anything outside of that realm in the grain or sugary world, I'm done for. Keto for real life people. Miss Kathy Ashton over there, manning the helm on Facebook, says that she misses mac and cheese. True that. I mean, I'm a Kraft mac and cheese girl. My dad, everybody grows up and they love that homemade mac and cheese. I never liked it. Isn't that weird? I've never tasted any that I have fallen in love with. It looks delicious. And every time I take a bite, I'm like, I'm so disappointed. Give me Kraft mac and cheese or Velveeta shells and cheese. That's what I was raised on. I like the cheesiness of that. That's good. And that's what I miss. So I think, I tempted to try the cauli mac and cheese. Some people say it's so delicious. I'm wondering if it was roasted, if it would be better, because to me, the thought of soggy cauli and cheese does not appeal to me. Grammy D says, don't you know it? I could eat rice every meal, every day if I ever started. So thankful for cauli rice. Yeah, sister, me too, because rice is one of my top things. Potatoes, rice, and beans. I could live on all of those. Rice, I made all the time. Give me some good red beans and some good rice. I'm all about that. Dirty rice. Oh, yeah. Now, I'm not going to go down this road and talk about all the foods I love. I'm just saying I could live on that sort of stuff, and I have lived on that. One thing about Po folk, you can eat well on some rice and some beans and some potatoes. I grew up on it, and I love it. So, but I would like to try the cauli mac. That would be mac and cheese, that faux thing. That might be good. It might give it a hand. I don't know, guys. I'm just proud of what I accomplished by not having the damn cookies. By not having those cookies. I'm actually, like I said, I went prowling in my kitchen. Have y'all ever done that? You just prowl, you open the freezer, nothing there. You prowl in the fridge, nothing there. You look in the cabinets, nothing there. You look in the other cabinet, nothing. And then you go back and you do it all again until, and then I was like, all of a sudden out of nowhere, I was like, a box of pecans, look at this. Yay. How did I not see that the first 5 times I was prowling? I don't know, but it was a close call. Close call. So that's what today's topic is about. I just wanted to try some new banana bars with you guys. I wanted to show you how my blood sugar was responding to things. I wanted to talk about temptation. You know, I think about the timing of it. It is the 11th. So how many times? Let me ask, comment. Let's do keto roll call. Are you all keto? Have you been keto? How many of you have been keto all of 2021 or longer? But I know there's a lot of you who do the whole restart thing too. So I want to know, are you keeping it keto? And secondly, when you have restarted or when you've fallen off and come back on and you struggle, what is that time? What is your weak spot? What is your kryptonite? Like, for instance, I will be keto and I'll be keto, X amount of days, usually going on about 2 weeks. And at about that 2-week mark, you get to where you're like, oh, I want something. And that's maybe when you fall off a little bit. So I think that yesterday was my body getting rid of the last little bit of glucose and saying, hey, Lisa said, one day. I haven't. One day is not so bad. I'm glad that you got all the other 10 days. Yes. Just before bedtime, in the evenings. Yes. We all have those little triggers, those little things. So I would just suggest doing something different, or, changing it up. If you know your triggers. I know mine. I knew that I wanted that cocoa and those cookies would have been fantastic. But I drank the cocoa, which was very filling, by the way. And then I turned around and I had my dinner, and then I water and water and water and water. But you can do things like putting a little bit of a pink salt under your tongue or in your mouth, or you could do something vinegary. Believe it or not, eat some olives or eat some pepper rings or just drink some pickle juice, because all of a sudden that craving for something will be like, well, I don't want nothing now. I just need to drink water because my mouth has got this full of it. So just a little tip for you. Yepers, keeping it keto, gone over 20 a couple of times, but only on keto. Yeah, that going over your 20 is not a big deal to me. I as long as you are keeping it keto, right? If you're going over 20 and upset because you're not losing weight, well, you know what to do. Giselle said, every day now carnivore, gotta try after stalled on keto for 4 months. Hey, you know what? I feel like carnivore is a great thing for certain people. And I think it could be a great tool if, like you, who have been stalled for 4 months, maybe it can get that going. I don't think, and I'm just going to say this, I don't think carnivore is sustainable for life. I know there's people out there who do it for years, but I don't think they are the majority. I think they are the exception. I've talked to so many people who've gone down the carnivore road, and, at some point in time, they just, wanted a piece of a salad, just like, I just want a salad. And that's kind of me. I think I could commit to 30 to 90 days for health reasons, because it's supposed to be very healing. And then I would go back and go do keto again. So Elizabeth, since January 2nd, keeping it keto. Way to go. Chris says, even mouthwash, or go brush your teeth. Yeah, that's a great idea too. Get those teeth brushed. Michelle, watching TV, I want chips. Oh my God, girl, me too. I tell you what, Michelle, that is my thing. And I'm going to tell you, I did do those crackers by, who was it? It was in my keto crate the other day. Fat Snacks. Delicious. I will tell you that every month, without fail, I buy 2 bags of the Quest protein chips. I now see that Miracle Wholesome Provisions is doing protein chips. I am going to get a hold of the owner of that company because I know him. I saw it on Facebook, and I have not talked to him. And I'm going to get a hold of those. I want to see what's in them, and I want to know if they're keto, and if I can get my hands on them, I'm going to. I like chips. Now, guys, I have my miracle dough recipe. You can make chips. I can make chips, and their chips are delicious, but I can't make enough chips, and I can't make enough chips to make them last without going stale. So there is why I would spend money and buy some chips. And like I said, every month I usually buy 2 bags, 2 single serving bags, 2 ounces is all it is. Takes clothes off, stand in front of the mirror. There you go, Sharon. Clark Susan says, it's a pleasure for me to write this testimony about how I got my genital. What? Okay, I think. Okay, I'm going to say we're not going to read that one. I think it was a spam. We're going to just delete that comment. Oh, the things people do. Shit. Oh, my goodness. I thought it was going to be good stuff. Apparently, that was a little personal. Maybe it was serious. I don't know. That just struck me. With all the spammers I've had lately, I'm just going to say that I think that was spam because I didn't see any keto in there at all. Okay. All right, guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up. We're coming up on the 45-minute mark. It's been wonderful to chat with you on day 11. It's good that we covered temptation because temptation is a hard one to deal with. And I just want to encourage you guys to, to, push in, eat something, even if it's, eat something keto, eat something sugar-free, do whatever. You can overcome the temptations. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I got, I guess. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. I guess I got flabbergasted on that last one. So I will be back tomorrow. Usually my day talk is about whatever happened or whatever I dealt with the day before. After all, I'm just sharing my journey here, and I appreciate you guys for popping in with me. Do me a favor, please hit the like button, please hit the share button, please comment and engage. I thank you guys so much for coming here and being with me right now. And yeah, you guys remember, I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm going to say this. Are we ready? Fats first, moderate protein, low carb, and keep it keto. Thank you guys for showing up.